Thank you for joining me. I'm Dr. Linda Howe. As you already know, we live in fascinating times of accelerated change. It seems to be constant upheaval, rearrangement of things that we used to count on. Everything is up for question. And in the midst of this turmoil, right? In the midst of these dramatic, epic changes, the challenge for us as light workers is to be the ones who know the truth, who are able to seek and find the light in the least likely places. So thank you for taking the time to join me in this guided meditation. The purpose of this session is to remind us of what we already know somewhere deep in our hearts. And what we want to do is awaken, right? To reawaken our awareness of the truth. And the truth is that we are all one, and that there is nothing that could ever happen. Nothing. There is no illness, there is no war, there is no poverty, there is no confusion that can snuff out the light of life. And so, if you would join me now by closing your eyes and opening your awareness. Now, I'm here, right? I'm here in Chicago, and you are in your place. And if you bring your attention to yourself in the here and now, you will notice that there is a spot, right? There's a location on the planet that you share with no other person. It is yours. It is dedicated to you. And so let yourself inhabit this place. It really is sacred ground, the place where you make contact with the planet. Wonderful. This is your spot. And as you occupy this location, I invite you to open your awareness to the fact that you are really positioned on top of the earth, right? Yes. Perhaps you recall that who you are as a human being is made up of the same elements as the planet itself. We are in so many ways related to the earth. Nice. So if you would, direct your attention to the pathway. There is a pathway of light, of life force emanating from the core of the earth. It moves through the layers of the planet, right? Through layers of consciousness and civilizations, ages past, human achievements, right? Great accomplishments, difficult times, and always the presence of love permeating every experience that we have shared as humans on this planet, all held within the very fabric, the fibers, right, of the earth. And the light that is radiating from the core of the earth finds its way through the layers of the earth, right, to you. This is light that is dedicated to you. It is for you in the true sense of the word, right? It is for our support. Let yourself get a sense of that infinite, eternal light holding you up in the here and now. Nice. You can imagine now, and your imagination really is a good thing. So when we use it in the right ways, it's a good thing. So you want to imagine now that the light is shining up into you through your body, right? It rises up, right, into you. Oh, through your legs and up through the trunk and down your arms, your shoulders, up through your head. The light continues on, right? And now, if you would direct your attention to the point of light approximately 18 inches above the crown of your head. Just kind of go there in your mind, yeah? And here we find a horizon, right? It's a horizon of light. This is the point where our individual soul becomes distinct from the one soul that we all are. Now, it's never separate. It never detaches. It's always connected. But there is a way the light shines through you that is unlike any other human being in history. Awesome. And if you would take a moment and peer up, right, over that horizon, looking like in front and maybe to the right and the left, excuse me, and behind. You may see, right, or most of us have a sense that there is light streaming toward us, right, from places near and familiar, places so far. We have yet to discover them. This is the light of life. This is the light that has been guiding you on your journey, lifetime after lifetime. It has been your constant companion. And it is here for you right now. And so if you would, let your attention move now, right, back into your body, resting in the cave of your heart. Just go there. And as you do, the light from above finds its way into you. It pours in easily, gracefully. No effort, no pushing. It's not overwhelming. It is streaming into you at a pace that is perfect. The light flowing in through your head, down your neck, right? Your shoulders, arms, hands, to the tips of your fingers, down through the trunk of your body, right? To your feet, right? Nice. Mm-hmm. As this light makes its way through you, it is looking for itself. The light already lives within you, within every atom of your being. And when the light recognizes itself already, right, already present, always present within you, there is a quickening within. Yes. Beautiful. And so we take this moment to expand our awareness, to understand the truth that who we are in this moment is an optimal blend of the light of the earth and the light of the heavens. Who you are, whatever continent you call home, whether you are on, right, whether you're on the ground floor or the 47th floor, right? You are a unique, exquisite blend of heaven and earth. You are the light and the love of all time, experiencing the human, right? The human experience, the human condition, like never before, in your own particular way. And now, in the fullness of the light, I invite you to look within. Wonderful. As light workers, we have the great honor of seeking and finding light and love within ourselves and others. And so at this time, look within. Good. And here we find that no matter your circumstances, whether you are bursting with youthful energy, health, right? Or you're a little worn out. Maybe you're sick. Look a little deeper, and you are sure to find that the infinite light and love of life are within you, no matter the condition of your body. And while there are times when we experience discomfort in the human body, sometimes we get sick. Sometimes everyone around us is sick. But if we look closely, we are sure to tell that there is no germ, there is no virus, there is no illness strong enough to extinguish the light within you or anyone you know. The love that you have to share, the love you can extend to yourself and to others, cannot be corrupted by any physical disturbance, whether it's terrible weather, right? Winter storms, or the lack of winter storms, whether there's physical illness, right? The truth of the matter is there is nothing that can interrupt. There is nothing that can corrupt. There is nothing that can get in the way of your infinite, eternal, immortal connection with light and love. You may want to bring to mind now your emotions, your feelings. These are frightening times in many ways because there's so much uncertainty. Our governments are changing, right? Economies are in upheaval, right? There are so many ways in which life is evolving at a very rapid pace. And so many of us are scrambling to keep up, right? To get ahead of things, to get with it. And in this process, we can be frightened, which is very natural. Yes. And it seems the more we rely on our ordinary human self, the more upset we can be. And this makes very good sense because at the human level, we are finite. We are limited and flawed. It's the human condition. And so I invite you now to shift your footing, shift your reliance from your finite self to the infinite self within. Right? That eternal, unlimited, indestructible presence of light and love that is within you, no matter how frightened, uncertain, angry, right? All of those emotions that are the natural outcropping of fear. And so, when we are afraid, we take a look and we ask ourselves, where is my reliance? Where am I putting my trust, my faith? If it is on the limited human self, we can fully expect to be really freaked out. And so let's take this opportunity to consciously, deliberately let ourselves lean into, rely upon, right, that presence, the presence within of infinite light, love, and goodness. Excellent. And in so doing, our emotions become less troubling. It is easier to extend kindness, patience, respect, and understanding to ourselves and others. Beautiful. Continuing on, we look now to our minds, our thoughts. Ooh. Take a moment to consider the kind of thoughts you're entertaining. Yes. You may notice that you're thinking about some things that are really frightening, disturbing. Oh, perhaps about, I don't know, illnesses taking over the world, thinking about governments not rising to meet new challenges, thinking about economies collapsing, the climate, right, being way out of whack, our food supplies corrupted, right? We can think about those things. At some level, right? At some level, there's some truth in all these things. But there is a greater truth. And I ask you now to look a little deeper and let yourself focus on the possibility that in the midst of all the confusion, in the midst of the upheaval, there is a presence, there is a power, there is a light that is bringing all difficulty to the surface for us to recognize, to make peace with the fact that there is disturbance, to learn to love ourselves and others in the midst of challenging times, right. To not weaponize the frailties and shortcomings of our human nature on the individual or the collective level. Instead, to extend understanding and compassion to ourselves in the midst of changing times. To challenge ourselves to really look for the truth that money or no money, health or no health, right? Friends or no friends, the light and love within us persists. The goodness in you cannot be altered. It cannot be snuffed out or rearranged. Look around at the people in your life. You are sure to notice people who have hardships, and yet they step forward, sharing themselves, loving, exhibiting kindness and respect for one another in the least likely circumstances. Thinking about what's possible, thinking about the truth that no matter what happens, the love that is the core of your being prevails. This is also true of every other person. And so as we sit here today, we bring to mind the people in our lives that we love, right? Oh, it might be a handful of really, very important people, maybe your spouse or your children, right? A sibling, right? Maybe a dear friend, maybe a few, right? Bring together the people that you really love and notice that even though at the human level there may be certainly some flaws and shortcomings, the fact is, it's easy for you because you love them, right? It is so easy to detect, to receive, and to share love with them. It is an amazing feature of human beings that no matter what hardship we face, we are able to experience and express love to one another. Expand your awareness now to include all the people in the world. Well, there will be people you really don't know, and you're never going to meet them, right? Of course. Everyone, all the people in your city or town, whether you are, right, whether you are in a mountain range, right, on a tropical island, in a big city, it just doesn't matter. There you are with all these people, right? People you know, people you don't know. Everyone present, every human being occupying the face of the earth at this very moment is living in the heart of the paradox that on one hand, we are flawed, imperfect, we make mistakes, we are in truth mere mortals, and at the same time, at the level of our soul, we are infinite, eternal, immortal, unlimited. I ask you now to direct your attention to the truth that every other human being on the face of the earth, no matter what it seems, no matter how sick they are, no matter how unfair, imbalanced, right? There is still that infinite perfection living within them. Let yourself know that. Understand, there's never any reason to send anyone light. all the light of life resides within every other human being as it does within you. Excellent. And now, if you would, bring your attention back into the cave of your heart. Go into the cave of your heart. Beautiful. And in the fullness of light and love and truth, kindness, respect, understanding, I ask you to open your heart and in your mind's eye, take the entire planet, right? The entire earth with all its inhabitants, people, animals, plants, right? Mountains, bodies of water, the whole there, bring the whole thing. People you know and love, people you've never met. Bring this into your heart. And let yourself experience the love that you've always had for yourself, for humanity, for all of creation. And so for now, we leave this be. I invite you to open your eyes and come back into the room. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm really glad we could spend this time together. So listen, no matter what's going on, just know that there's nothing that could ever happen to alter the truth of who you are and who everyone else is. And on that note, I look forward to meeting you in person and to, looking into your eyes, recognizing that you and I have known each other in other times and other places, and we meet again. So thank you for being on the path, and I'll see you another time.